advice when necessary, as some of the health issues affecting them are largely preventable through vaccination and screening. Kazeem Olowe, TVC News, Shagamu.
A special advisor to the governor of Ondo State on Women Affairs, Dr. Seun Osamaye, joins me on the news for this year's International Women's Day celebrations. Good to have you join us on the news at 1. This year's celebration, we've seen, stakeholders amplify the importance of inclusiveness and also women empowerment and also more employment for women. But how would you assess the progress we have made as a nation in actively acting this out?
Honestly, I would say we've made tremendous progress, particularly in Ondo State. Yesterday was a purple day for us in Ondo State, as Ondo State women were represented at the celebration. And honestly, it was not just a celebration of women's development, women's resilience. Yesterday also served as a pivotal point in our nation's history, as our governor unveiled the Odatiwa Women's Initiatives grant for 1,000 women across the state. These women were low-income earners drawn from different segments of our society. We identified individuals from their business areas, and financial grants were provided in the immediate for them. Some of them received their alerts yesterday, and hopefully by Monday. And the essence is to appreciate their invaluable contributions to the development of our society. The reason for doing this is to show our women that it's not just rhetoric, it's not about talking, it's about proving to them that they are part of the system. And their assistance, went a long way in showing them that they are part of government. Government shouldn't be for privileged few. Government is for everybody. And yesterday, our women could feel the impact of the governor, His Excellency, Dr. Lucky Orimiso Aiyedatiwa. Honestly, our women gave him an overwhelming vote at the polls. And I'm glad that within 2 weeks of him being sworn in, he has started proving to them that their votes are not in vain. So yesterday, being the International Women's Day, was a day that all our women gathered together from different categories of the segment. For instance, the paramilitary officers were there, spouses of government officials were there, market women were there, all categories of women. In fact, the most beautiful thing was that we had our street sweepers on ground, we had petty traders on ground, and all of these people were given financial assistance to help them to aid their businesses. It is to show, let's not forget, it is to show them that gender issues is also economic issues, and all of these things is to help them to be economically viable to sustain them. When you empower a woman, you are empowering a nation. And I'm happy that their hopes have been renewed.
Right. You've pretty much summed it up. But before I come back to the Odatiwa Women Initiative and how it's intended to sort of bridge the gender gap, over the years we've seen a rise in the active involvement of women in major sectors across the country. But we still see a level of discrimination and, sometimes doubt in their capabilities. What would you say is the role of men in advocating for gender equality and also promoting women's involvement in politics and other major sectors?
That's why I said that the first foundation is economic empowerment. Once a woman is economically empowered, her confidence gets boosted. When a woman is confident, she has an understanding that she can favorably compete with men. And it's not even about gender issue right now. Sometimes we need to understand the fact that it's important to explore our potentials. We shouldn't limit ourselves because we are women. Of course, we understand that in our society, there are biases, there are stereotypes, there are reasons or factors that says a woman must be seen and not be heard. But now we understand the fact that once a woman is economically empowered, ordinarily, your confidence gets boosted and you understand the fact that based on your potential, based on your capacity, you can hold your own audience and stand at par with men. So the first step we are doing as a state is to ensure that our women get economic empowerment. And apart from the grants, in the ministry, we have opened up our skill acquisition centers where our women have access, direct access, free of charge to different skills acquisition trainings, and not just skills acquisition trainings too. We also have a segment where the digitalization of knowledge is also introduced to them. Why? Because we understand that in today's global world, if you do not have a better understanding, you won't be of digital knowledge. It will be difficult for you to be able to sustain yourself in our today's society. So what we are doing is to ensure that our women can also be gainfully employed, apart from having access to skills, because once you are skillful, once you have the necessary skills, it will be easier for you to survive. It will be easier for you to be self-reliant. It will be easier for you to be able to sustain yourself. And let's not forget, once a woman is empowered, the family is taken care of, the nation is taken care of, everyone is taken care of. So the first step is to identify how important for a woman to be economically empowered. So we are grateful to our Governor of Ondo State, His Excellency Dr. Lucky Orimiso, for tackling gender issues at the foundation. That is ensuring that women get empowered at that level by providing grants to them. These grants, they get it to be able to enable them to use it for their businesses. Some that already have existing businesses, they can use it for it. And of course, those that do not have the skills, they go for trainings. And after the skills, they have startup capital. So I'm happy that we are able to do that within 2 weeks in government. And we've started showing our women that these are things to do to make you sustainable in our society.
All right, thank you for your insights. Special Advisor to the Governor of Ondo State of Women Affairs, Dr. Seun Osamaye. I hope it's still safe to say Happy International Women's Day.
Happy International Women's Day. We are happy in Ondo State. It's Naira Rain. We call it Naira Rain, a time of prosperity. Odatiwa, Odiron. Government is for all, not privileged people. And most of these people do not even lobby. So it's a beautiful day for us. It's a beautiful time.
Right. Thank you for talking to us.